My wife threw me a black card with no limit. Just so I wouldn't bother her while she dated her first love. I was very obedient. That night at the bar, I called over 9 beautiful women. We partied until 1 a.m. Only then did my wife send me a voice message, asking if I was home. I casually replied, yes. Getting ready for bed, the woman on the other end commanded, turn on video. I quickly answered, not dressed yet. A second later she sent a photo. Really? The ones not dressed are those models next to you, right? And you dare touch her chest too. I'll chop off your hand. I laughed coldly and hung up. What right did someone like her have to control me? A month ago, my wife's first love had returned, and made a bet with me. As long as she abandoned me 9 times for him, I would lose. I agreed, because I wanted to know whether my wife still had feelings for Nathan Song. The result was that I witnessed with my own eyes how she abandoned me time after time, running to her first love's side without hesitation. Today was the 9th time. She only received 1 call from Nathan Song. And Sarah Lynn wanted to leave me on the highway again. Lucas, I have something urgent and need to leave first. Can you catch a ride home yourself? After speaking, she didn't care about the heavy rain outside, nor that my stomach was still hurting. She didn't even wait for my response. Just threw an umbrella and left me on the road. Watching her car speed away, my heart ached fiercely. Walking alone in the heavy rain, my leather shoes wore my feet raw, blood flowing continuously. 5 hours later, I finally walked to the shallow water bay villa. Clutching my stomach in agony, I collapsed to the ground, breathing heavily with difficulty. The rain blurred my vision. Through the misty haze, I saw Nathan Song approaching with an umbrella, smiling brightly. Hurts a lot, doesn't it? Do you regret now making that bet with me? You probably thought that after all these years, Sarah would have some feelings for you? But you forgot. The one she loves most is me. That pathetic bit of feeling between you two means nothing in front of me. I staggered to my feet, my pale face showing only deathly stillness. This is the 9th time. You win, as you wished. I'll divorce Sarah Lynn. I leaned against the wall, slowly walking into the house. Once home, I took out the divorce agreement I'd prepared since the bet began. Signed my name and pushed it toward Nathan Song. You take it to her to sign. Nathan Song raised an eyebrow, looking somewhat surprised. Why me? I said coldly. I don't want to waste time explaining to her why we need to divorce. Only if you give it to her. Will she sign without looking? After hearing this, Nathan Song smugly took the agreement, pretending to console me. Don't be too sad. In a few days I'll introduce you to a beauty. I nodded. Fine. Seeing me agree so quickly, Nathan Song showed a flash of surprise in his eyes. You agree just like that? Forgot about Sarah so quickly? I smiled lightly, my voice bitter. I've given my whole heart in this lifetime, loved only one person, and received this ending. I gave her 9 chances. She made me lose completely. If I still can't let go, then I'm too pathetic. From now on I'll only live for myself. Just as I finished speaking, the door was pushed open. Sarah Lynn had just returned and seeing Nathan Song, immediately froze. Nathan, didn't I just take you to the hospital? Why are you here? Nathan Song didn't explain about his sprained ankle. He just pretended, smiling as he held the agreement. Walking up to Sarah Lynn. Looking for you. Help me sign this. Sarah Lynn's eyes were fixed on me. Without looking, she signed where he pointed. After signing, she remembered to ask, what is this? Nathan Song was about to tell the truth, but thinking of something, his heart suddenly stirred. Lucas and I prepared a meaningful gift together. You'll know in a month, don't worry. You'll definitely be very surprised after seeing it. Hearing this, Sarah Lynn rarely showed curiosity and wanted to look carefully. But Nathan Song quickly handed the agreement to me, then stood up and left. The next day at the college reunion, everyone who saw me greeted me. Lucas, why are you here alone? Didn't bring your wife? Is Sarah busy with work? Before I could speak, Nathan Song, sitting in the middle, pretended to answer naturally. She has a meeting this morning until 11 inches. Has to negotiate a partnership this afternoon. Definitely doesn't have time. Seeing him know Sarah Lynn's schedule so well. Like this. Everyone half joked. Childhood sweethearts really understand each other better. Know each other's every move perfectly. Nathan Song raised his glass and shook it, not necessarily. Sarah drove me home last night. And voluntarily told me, you two still keep in touch often? No wonder you grew up together. Good thing Lucas is generous. Doesn't mind Sarah and Nathan's relationship. Doesn't care at all. Besides, if Nathan wanted to be with Sarah, they would have been together long ago. Everyone knows Sarah only listens to Nathan. Devoted to him completely. After hearing this, Nathan Song became even more smug. That's right. It's actually quite interesting. Back then I told her to pursue Lucas and she did. Even the marriage was my urging. She thought she should give Lucas a proper status. Those who know say they love each other. Those who don't might think I forced it. My heart ached fiercely after hearing this. I had thought Sarah Lynn was moved by my sincerity and willingly accepted my proposal. Turns out even this marriage was orchestrated by Nathan Song. To have this result? In that moment, I felt my chest constricting, unable to breathe. While they were still chatting, I couldn't help but stand up and go to the bathroom to calm my emotions. When I returned, everyone had started playing games. Nathan Song had just lost. Drawing a truth card. Name the person who pursued you the longest in your life, and give specific examples. As soon as the card was read, my eyelids trembled slightly and I looked away. Nathan Song smiled, reminiscing. Slowly said, that girl pursued me since she was 7 years old. Until now, probably almost 20 years. When she was in her teens, she gave me a family heirloom. Said she'd only love me her whole life. Every time she knew I loved someone, she'd get drunk all day and night. And these past few years while I studied abroad, she flew to visit me every week. Hearing each thing, waves surged in my heart. While I was devoted to this relationship, she was still chasing her first love without letting go. And I knew nothing about it. My heart hurt so much I couldn't breathe. After everyone in the room heard, they all exclaimed continuously, constantly asking, Nathan, who is this person? Do we know her? She's so devoted to you. You must be moved too, right? If you really get together, you must introduce her to us. Nathan Song glanced at me, smiled and nodded. Sure. Next month I'll bring her to meet everyone. Just as he finished speaking, Sarah Lynn pushed open the door smiling. What introduction needs to wait until next month? Nathan, are you done with your business? Didn't we have plans to go to the concert? Her eyes swept over me. Her voice suddenly stopped, showing a flash of surprised confusion. Lucas? Why are you here? I remembered. This morning Sarah Lynn said she had to work overtime until midnight. Told me not to wait for her. So, working overtime meant going to a concert with Nathan Song? I laughed to myself. Meeting her gaze. As you can see. Attending the college reunion. She nodded repeatedly, immediately changing the subject. That's good, let's go home together. I took out my phone to call a ride. Voice calm. No need. I'll take a cab. You two go to your concert. After speaking, I went downstairs. Halfway to the curb, Nathan Song had already caught up. Mad? Then I'll give you the concert tickets. After all, you two only have one last month. Seize the chance to make memories. Otherwise, when you're old and look back, I'm afraid you'll still have regrets. My expression was cold. No need. After the divorce I'll forget the past. She and I have nothing worth remembering. You really believe that? Sarah was forced to be with you. But you also helped me avoid trouble. You just didn't get Sarah's love. If you don't even have memories, then I'd be too cruel. As we were about to leave, we didn't notice the car rushing toward us, until the driver frantically honked. When we turned to look, it was too late to dodge. In that critical moment, Sarah Lynn ran over and pushed Nathan Song away, getting him to safety, while I was hit and thrown 20 meters, crashing hard to the ground. With a loud bang, fresh blood poured from my mouth. My limbs felt like they were being torn apart. I convulsed in pain. It hurt so much. My consciousness gradually faded. Before losing consciousness I saw Sarah Lynn again. frantically worried about Nathan Song's extreme shock. I don't know how long passed. I was awakened by pain. Opening my eyes, I found myself in the hospital. Beside me was Sarah Lynn's worried face. Lucas, how do you feel? You were unconscious for days. Do you know how worried I was? I looked at her anxious expression, remembering the scene before I passed out, finding it only laughable, at the edge of life and death. The person she wanted to save wasn't me. I lay in a pool of blood. She didn't even realize I was severely injured. I've never been in her heart. Why would she worry about me? I sighed, voice hoarse. I'm fine. Go take care of Nathan Song. Sarah Lynn froze, thinking I was angry she didn't save me. Quickly explained, Nathan is fine. You're so badly hurt. Of course I have to stay and take care of you. I shook my head saying I was tired. Closed my eyes pretending to rest. Sarah Lynn didn't disturb me anymore. Covered me with a blanket. Poured hot water. And ordered plain food. Then she got a phone call. Saying the company had business so she had to leave. Said she'd come again tomorrow. The nurse came to check. Seeing her thoughtful preparations, all praised me for marrying a good wife. I said nothing, just opened my phone. The phone rang immediately. Opening it, I saw Nathan Song's message. Sorry. That car gave me psychological trauma. So I texted Sarah. She's having dinner with me now. Will take me for a walk later. There's a movie tonight too. Rest well at the hospital. Attached was a photo of a famous luxury restaurant. A table full of light, nutritious dishes. Across from it Sarah Lynn's hands barely visible. Silently looking at the photos. I only replied 3 words. Have fun. The next week, Sarah Lynn came to the hospital once a day. Sat for 10 minutes then left. Nathan Song also sent messages on time, reporting their activities. The difference between love and not love was so clear. I was once again grateful for agreeing to that bet. The doctor's final examination. Handing over the prescription. Nothing serious. Have your wife handle the discharge paperwork. And pick up the medicine while you're at it. I took it. Voice bland as water. She's not my wife. We're divorced. A second later the hospital room door was pushed open. Sarah Lynn walked in shocked. Divorced? What divorce? I didn't expect her sudden appearance. Stunned. Then said, nothing. I meant you've been leaving the hospital these past few days. Seeing my calm expression, Sarah Lynn didn't think much of it. I've been negotiating a new project recently. Always working overtime. So I couldn't come take care of you. Watching her lie without blinking. My eyes darkened. If you're that busy, don't come. I can take care of myself. The words were sincere. Sarah Lynn thought I was angry. It's my fault. The work is almost done. I'll take good care of you from now on. After speaking, she wanted to take me home. And had her assistant bring many gifts. For me to choose what I liked. Looking at those exquisite limited edition items. I calmly refused. I've never liked these things. Someone else does. Hearing I didn't like them. Sarah Lynn quickly had new ones prepared. Then I'll give you other gifts. What do you like? Watches, cars, I'll buy them all. There must be something you like? To everything she mentioned, my heart didn't stir at all. These 3 years, she gave piles of gifts every anniversary and holiday. Those logos, the styles were basically all the same. Piled up in the room. At a glance. Like a luxury goods store warehouse. Before I thought it was love. So even if I didn't like them, I happily accepted. But today, hearing she didn't know what I liked, I finally understood she was just too lazy to make an effort. That's why she chose such gifts. After all, with the price tag, how could it go wrong? So this time, I frankly showed my attitude. I don't need any. Don't give me these things anymore. You don't need to bother. Sarah Lynn, hearing me say this for the first time, suddenly felt confused. You're my husband. It's natural for me to prepare gifts for you. How is it a bother? Sarah Lynn, how ridiculous. You don't even know. You signed our divorce agreement long ago. The next few days, Sarah Lynn stayed home without going out. I slowly packed up my belongings. Unused clothes, curtains in the house. Couples mugs. Seeing me enthusiastically clearing out so much, Sarah Lynn watched silently. She was about to ask Nathan Song. When the phone rang, Sarah Lynn immediately forgot about this, answered and left right away. I also saw the number on the screen. Knew she was going to keep Nathan Song company. After seeing her out, I threw all these things in the trash. Sarah Lynn still hadn't returned by midnight. Just texted saying she had to travel for business for a week. Soon after, Nathan Song also sent a photo of Sarah Lynn and him having dinner. Sarah said she wants to travel abroad with me for a few days. I only replied with one word, good. Taking this opportunity, I packed my luggage, made a detailed travel plan. After finishing the plan, I booked a flight ticket home. The airline called to confirm the itinerary. I listened carefully, then repeated. I booked for 1 week later. Where are you planning to go? Hearing Sarah Lynn's voice, I turned to find she had returned at some point. I avoided her suspicious gaze. Then hung up, honestly answered. Going home to visit my parents. Sarah Lynn nodded. Didn't ask further. Took out an exquisitely wrapped gift. Lucas, didn't you say you don't like those toys? This time I chose a watch for you. See if you like it? I perfunctorily opened it, sniffed it and put it down. I like it. This lukewarm reaction surprised Sarah Lynn. She stepped forward and gently took my hand. Voice full of concern. What's wrong with you lately? I was on a business trip for so long. You didn't send me a single message. Are you in a bad mood? Seeing me stay silent, Sarah Lynn thought I was really unhappy. Stood on tiptoe to kiss me. But I unusually pushed her away. Turned to the bathroom. I'm not feeling well today, not in the mood. Another time, looking at my back, Sarah Lynn was slightly stunned. His stomach problem has been going on for so long. Still not better? That afternoon, Sarah Lynn said she'd prepared a surprise. Taking me out. At the restaurant, staff led us straight to the VIP room upstairs. Opening the door, seeing it full of flowers and candles. My eyes darkened. Sarah Lynn smiled gently. Lucas, do you like it? I was stunned for a few seconds without speaking. Silently sat down. Sarah Lynn took the menu. Ordered a full table, all my favorite dishes. After everything was served, she personally peeled shrimp and crab for me. The whole evening she kept finding topics, even actively bringing up our dating days. Remember when we first got together? You walked me to class every day. Often got called out by the homeroom teacher. He even asked me privately what our relationship was. Faced with her sudden gentleness, I was very uncomfortable. What's wrong with you today? I just saw you've been unhappy lately. So I wanted to cheer you up. The door suddenly burst open. Nathan Song led a group of people rushing in. Someone with a camera kept taking photos continuously. Lucas, are you satisfied with today's date? This is a surprise I carefully prepared. Are you moved? Hearing Nathan Song's smug voice, I tilted my head to look at Sarah Lynn. Asked that question again. Only my voice was trembling. Did you arrange all this? Sarah Lynn didn't notice the change in my voice. Gently shook her head, smiling at Nathan Song. No. Nathan helped me think of it. What's wrong? Nathan Song smiled brilliantly. That's right, I heard from Sarah. She missed your wedding anniversary. So I came up with this idea. Restaurant, flowers, candles, food, fireworks were all my suggestions. Definitely giving you an unforgettable night. Oh right, did you get the watch? I spent a long time choosing that. Do you like it? So it was all arranged by Nathan Song again. No wonder Sarah Lynn was so proactive. In that moment I remembered college. The things Nathan Song did to matchmake us. Hearing everyone around praising Nathan Song's ingenious arrangements, a deep sense of powerlessness rose in my heart. Nathan Song arranged everything, just to prove one thing. No matter how many years pass, the relationship between Sarah Lynn and me from beginning to end, even the direction in between wasn't mine. From start to finish it was all in Nathan Song's hands. I could only passively accept, while Sarah Lynn was completely willing. Watching Nathan Song surrounded by people, I couldn't stand it anymore and got up to go downstairs. Halfway there, Nathan Song caught up and called out. What, not happy? Using this romantic dinner to end this relationship will definitely leave a deep impression in your life, right? These photos are for you as souvenirs. I looked down at the photos he handed over. In the photos, behind Sarah Lynn were brilliant heart-shaped fireworks. She had her arm around me, looking very intimate, but I noticed at a glance. Her eyes weren't looking at the camera, but toward where Nathan Song stood. I didn't take the photos. Just quietly looked at the person before me. Voice full of exhaustion. I've already signed the divorce papers. I was planning to give her to you. What's the point of this? No point? I thought you'd be very moved. So you don't like it? Then we won't play anymore. There won't be chances anyway. Nathan Song turned to leave with a grin. The ceiling light above suddenly shook. In an instant the heavy crystal chandelier weighing dozens of pounds fell straight toward us. I instinctively raised my hand to cover my head. Then saw Sarah Lynn running over. The heavy light knocked me to the ground. My throat let out a pained sound. I trembled all over wanting to call for help. Then saw Nathan Song crying as he helped up Sarah Lynn, who was also hit, covered in blood. Sarah, why are you so stupid? My head grew dizzier, vision also growing blurrier. I finally couldn't hold on. Completely lost consciousness. When I woke up I saw Nathan Song. He left a birthday invitation on the table. 6 days from now is the last day of your and Sarah's divorce consideration period. Also Sarah's birthday. I plan to confess to her that day. She loves me so much. I give her this big surprise. She'll definitely be very happy. Sarah was hit on the head. Mild concussion. I'll take good care of her these days. If you want to spend these last few days with her more, I can move you to the room next door. I closed my eyes. Voice calm as water. No need. The person she wants to see most now is you. And I don't want to see her anymore. Nathan Song understood and nodded. Closed the door and left. The last few days in the hospital. Sarah Lynn called several times. Texted several times. I didn't reply to any. The day I left, I was discharged and went to get the divorce certificate. Back home, I put the divorce certificate along with the divorce agreement both parties had signed together in a gift box, tied with a beautiful bow. I was carrying my luggage about to leave when I ran into Sarah Lynn coming home, seeing me with a suitcase. She was a bit surprised. Lucas, today is my birthday. I was just about to take you to the party. Where are you going now? I lied without blinking. I have to catch a flight home. The ticket says tonight. I turned to take the gift box from the table. I prepared a birthday gift for you. Happy birthday. I need to catch my flight, leaving first. After speaking, without looking at Sarah Lynn's reaction, I left and caught a cab straight to the airport. Watching my hurried departure, for some reason, Sarah Lynn's eyelids twitched several times. Her heart panicked intensely. She instinctively wanted to call me back, tell me to change flights, at least stay for the birthday party. But just taking one step, Nathan Song called. Sarah, the birthday party is about to start. Why aren't you here yet? This is a party I prepared for you for a long time. I also prepared a big gift. After hesitating, she finally drove away. The gift box I gave her, she casually left in the car unopened. Pushing open the hotel door, the party hall was bustling with people, toasting and celebrating, extremely lively. Seeing her appear, Nathan Song quickly stepped forward. Sarah, you're here. Sarah Lynn nodded, expression gentle. Didn't you say you prepared a surprise for me? Nathan Song smiled hearing this. Sarah, you'll definitely like this surprise. After speaking, he quickly walked onto the stage with the microphone. His voice echoed throughout the hall. Welcome everyone for taking time to attend Sarah's birthday party. Today is a good day. Not just her birthday. I also bring 2 pieces of good news. First good news is congratulating Sarah on her divorce. Farewell to the past, welcoming a new future. Second good news is, I will officially confess to Sarah here. Sarah, you've loved me for so many years, while I carelessly wasted your love. But today I completely understand. I want to be with you forever. Warm lights shone on Nathan Song, as if draping him in sacred light. He gazed intently into Sarah Lynn's eyes full of deep affection and emotion. Softly said, all this time, you've been like a little sun in my life. Always silently by my side. Quietly protecting. Every moment you're here. Like countless stars decorating the sky of memories. I once thought this warmth was natural. Only at this moment do I understand. This is a harbor you built for me with your own heart and soul. Sarah Lynn's mind went blank. Before she could react, Nathan Song had already come before her with the microphone. Gently taking her hand, continuing. I've seen countless sceneries, but found the most beautiful painting in your eyes. I've heard countless words, but in your concern, I felt the warmest strength. From today, I don't want you silently following behind me anymore. I want to walk through every season side by side with you. See beautiful sights everywhere. Will you step into every moment of my future? Lucas has divorced you. All these years you've been chasing after me. Doing everything by my side. I know you truly love me. Now, I don't want you to keep chasing from behind. Because I've decided to be with you. Sarah, do you like this surprise? This is my birthday gift to you. Be with me. Sarah Lynn stood frozen, unable to react for a moment. Sarah? Nathan Song saw Sarah Lynn stunned in place. Thinking she was too happy to know what to do. Gently called her name, telling her to react. Sarah Lynn was full of questions. Facing the noisy crowd in the party hall. But couldn't ask each one. Could only stabilize the situation first. With a surprised expression told Nathan Song. Thank you for preparing all this for me. I'm very touched. Though not giving a clear answer. Everyone present knew Sarah Lynn's years of dedication to Nathan Song. They all assumed they'd been together for a long time. Just couldn't announce it because of the divorce. Now divorced. Immediately announcing to everyone at this big party. Knew you'd like it. Sarah Lynn's answer made Nathan Song very satisfied. Smiling as he held her waist through the crowd socializing. Face full of happy smiles. As if they were born to be a couple. Everyone present enthusiastically congratulating Sarah Lynn for waiting devotedly for years. Finally getting her wish. Congratulating Mr. Song on finding true love. Congratulations Sarah. This counts as lovers finally getting together. Talking about affairs and cheating so nobly. No wonder Lucas didn't come. There were also a few defending me. But drowned in the majority's congratulations. By the time the party ended it was very late. Nathan Song happily drank too much and got a bit drunk. Holding Sarah Lynn's waist without letting go. Now falling into her arms. Drunkenly confessing to her. Looking at Nathan Song beside her. Sarah Lynn had no mind for anything else. All her questions put aside. Had to drive Nathan Song home first. After taking care of Nathan Song to sleep. It was very late. She finally went home. Sarah Lynn arrived home. Looking at the room shrouded in darkness. Only then remembering I was no longer here. But had gone home. Sarah Lynn didn't believe I could leave her. Because she knew clearly how much I loved her. Just like all these years. Always chasing after Nathan Song. I also always chased after her. Remembering this morning before leaving. I still gave her a birthday gift. Sarah Lynn thought I was just a bit angry. Wanting her to coax me. Recently indeed neglecting me for Nathan Song. When I returned she'd make it up to me. Thinking this, she called me. Not caring what time it was. Whether it would disturb me. Called for a long time but no one answered. Not willing to lose, Sarah Lynn texted me again. Looking at the red exclamation mark on Instagram. Message sent, but rejected by recipient. Sarah Lynn was somewhat irritated. So he doesn't know how to explain to me. Just disappears. Does he expect me to go find him? The soft lights illuminated the living room. Sarah Lynn went down to the garage to get the gift box. Her fingertips lingered on the blue velvet gift box. Fingers traced over the unopened wrapping paper. Completely unable to tell what was inside. He used to give me gifts directly. First time wrapping so elaborately. Thinking this, Sarah Lynn was still a bit curious. The phone on the coffee table suddenly vibrated. The screen lit up with Nathan Song's photo like a needle. Piercing through the warm yellow light with a small hole. Sarah, where did you go? The man's voice on the phone was a bit unclear. Probably still drunk. I'm home, what's wrong? Hearing Nathan Song's voice, Sarah Lynn stopped opening the gift box. Unconsciously lowering her voice. I don't feel well. Why aren't you here with me? Hearing Nathan Song's voice, Sarah Lynn put down the gift box and grabbed the phone, her other hand taking the coat draped over her arm. Grabbing the car keys and heading out. I'm coming right away. Be good and wait for me. By the time she reached Nathan Song's place, dawn was breaking. Sarah, my confession to you wasn't on a whim. So now I'm your boyfriend. What does Sarah want to do with her boyfriend? Nathan Song took Sarah Lynn's hand, placing it on his abs, seductively saying, "No. I want to ask, when did Lucas divorce me? And now I can't even contact him. Sarah, I thought your mind right now would be filled with the joy of us being together. Now I'm already yours. Why do you still care about someone unimportant?" Nathan Song's tone wasn't great. Hearing Nathan Song say this, Sarah Lynn felt a strange sensation pass through her heart. How do you know? Lucas texted saying he divorced me and showed me the divorce certificate. I thought you were eager to be with me. So you divorced him. Yesterday at your birthday he didn't even show up. Still thinking about giving you the divorce papers. So you could officially divorce him. Sarah Lynn was very shocked. Not expecting to be notified of divorce like this. And being splashed with dirty water. Lucas wasn't completely without feelings for Sarah Lynn. After all these years, every time things got difficult with Nathan Song, she was by his side. Just seeing Nathan Song had just returned. Wasn't familiar with living here. So spent a bit more time with him. I had no choice but to divorce her. Seeing Sarah Lynn's unhappy expression, Nathan Song, without thinking, pushed everything onto me. Wasn't it him threatening me? If I didn't help him, he'd spread rumors about me in our college friend group, wanting me to lose face. He really said that? Sarah Lynn found it hard to believe. Lucas usually spoke softly to her, always proper and measured in dealing with people. How could Lucas do such a thing? You don't believe me? It's not that I don't believe you. Just didn't expect him to treat you like that. Weren't you college roommates, good friends? He was never a good friend. He's always been jealous of me. If he hadn't told me he liked you and introduced me to Summer Hayes, I wouldn't have introduced you to him. He introduced Summer Hayes to you? Sarah Lynn was successfully led astray by Nathan Song. His scheme successful, Nathan Song naturally continued smearing my image in Sarah Lynn's heart. After all these years together. Sarah, you remember, right? Lucas absolutely wouldn't allow that to be revealed. At first he introduced Summer Hayes to me. And forced me to introduce you to him. Told me to matchmake you two. Otherwise he'd get Summer Hayes to break up with me. Back then I was fooled by him and didn't recognize my feelings. At this moment, sunlight was shining on the colorful land of Yunnan. In my eyes. Though still carrying the wounds of divorce. But more was anticipation for a new life. Having just ended a failed marriage, I set foot on this mysterious and peaceful land. Just arriving in Kunming, this city nicknamed the Spring City, used warm sunshine and thousands of brilliant flowers to welcome me. I strolled through the streets and alleys. A gentle breeze caressed my hair. Colorful flowers by the roadside, swaying in the wind. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating patches of interwoven light and shadow. I felt like I was in a beautiful painting. Arriving at the World Expo Garden, the spectacular exhibition halls made me dizzy. The large greenhouse with rare plants from everywhere made me marvel at nature's wonders. In the International Hall, cultural characteristics from various countries gathered here, as if letting me travel through time and space, experiencing the customs from around the world. All these years revolving around Sarah Lynn. Haven't traveled and relaxed in so long. Taking this divorce opportunity to admire our motherland's beautiful landscapes. The first stop, Yunnan, nicknamed South of the Sun. When I was with Sarah Lynn, I mentioned many times wanting to travel, wanting to walk the ancient streets of Dali in Yunnan, breathing the wind blowing from her high lake. But she always said she was busy with no time. Never agreed even once. At the reunion I learned her no time, busy excuses were all to save time for traveling abroad with Nathan Song. Next I went to the stone forest. Entering the stone forest, I felt like entering a kingdom of stones. Various shapes of stones, some like warriors holding their heads high, some like dancing fairies, others like cute animals. I wandered through the stone forest, touching these stones carved by time, imagining the stories behind them. The guide told the legend of Ashima and Ahe. My eyes showed longing and emotion, as if seeing the young couple resisting feudal forces with their determined figures. Leaving the stone forest, I went to Dali, slowly walking along the ancient city's cobblestone road. The stones underfoot made clear sounds, as if telling ancient stories. Shops along the road were varied, colorful embroidered fabrics, exquisite handicrafts. I began leisurely strolling, immersing my soul in this beautiful world. When I reached the shore of Erhai Lake, distant mountains and azure lake water met, creating a picturesque scene. Erhai Lake was like a giant mirror, embedded in this land, the lake water crystal clear, sparkling with golden waves under the sunshine. I rented a bicycle to ride along Erhai Lake, the breeze carrying the lake's moisture, gently brushing my cheeks, making me extremely comfortable. Kangshan Mountain stood majestically in the distance, clouds and mist around the mountain peaks. Like a fairyland. By Butterfly Spring the water was crystal clear, surrounding flowers in full color, butterflies fluttering in the flower garden. I closed my eyes, feeling nature's tranquility and beauty, as if becoming one with these mountains and waters. I took a deep breath, trying to let the fresh air dispel the gloom in my heart. Really shouldn't have given up freedom for years. For someone unworthy, staying in a cold house, waiting for someone whose heart was full of another. Looking back at myself, I sat quietly on a bench by the lake, absently watching the lake surface. Small boats on the lake swaying with the waves, gradually returning to stillness, like my heart now, drifting without anchor. Then slowly settling down, unaware that dusk was falling, the sunset like a brilliant painting. I walked by Erhai Lake's shore. The sand under my feet dyed golden by the sunset. My shadow stretched long in the evening light, as if this was a new chapter fate had written for me. The matter of Sarah Lynn and Nathan's song was already past for me. Memories as if covered by a thin layer of sand, somewhat hazy and unclear. Finally I arrived at Lijiang Ancient City. Sifong Street was extremely lively. On both sides of the road, displayed all kinds of jewelry and jade. I strolled through the ancient streets, admiring the exquisite handicrafts, feeling the rich ethnic customs. Many elderly people in splendid costumes circled around dancing joyfully, their faces full of happy smiles. I was infected by this joy too, swaying gently to the rhythm. Night fell on the ancient city, lights brilliant. Lights reflected on the small river, sparkling. I sat in a small riverside tavern, listening to melodious singing, tasting local wine, heart full of satisfaction and joy. I hadn't thought about Sarah Lynn and Nathan's song in a long time. This was good. A bit tipsy from the wine, I decided to walk outside to sober up. When I reached a small courtyard, it suddenly started drizzling, rain slanting through my clothes. When dusk fell silent, I was leaning against a weathered wooden doorframe, alcohol flowing through my veins, making the lanterns sway on the stone road, blurring into hazy halos of light. I raised my hand to wipe the water from my eyes. The cold sensation awakened the remaining warmth at my fingertips. The corner suddenly lit with orange wall lights. The courtyard gate wound with climbing roses, decorated. The sign, Ma Shanjing Rain Small Courtyard, washed bright by the rain. I hesitantly pushed open the door. From behind came hydrangeas, the crisp sound of porcelain clinking. Lucas, need a towel? The gentle female voice made me step back. A beautiful hand extended, under the half-rolled bamboo curtain eaves. A woman in an elegant gray cheongsam, leaning weakly in a rattan chair, fingers resting on the blue porcelain bowl lid, melancholy emanating between her brows. Lines like ink wash painting, reminding me of Song Dynasty porcelain in museums. Gentle yet fragile. How do you know my name? I gripped my soaked clothes. A breeze swept through my hair. Emma Shen coughed and stood up, her wrist exposed from her sleeve, so thin the veins were clearly visible. Freshman year you performed at the talent show. Watched you play drums. Very skilled. Her fingers nervously gripped a corner. You were so vibrant. Hard to forget. After speaking, her face flushed slightly. Thunder tore through the clouds. Only then did I see her face was already crimson. Rain dripped through the wisteria into the courtyard, making the undried ink blur into dark gray ripples. Under the night, Emma Shen was like a fox spirit, seducing people into desire. I couldn't help being attracted to her. Taking the towel from her hand and following her inside. Only after sitting inside did I realize something was off. Being with a complete stranger. Alone on this unfamiliar ancient city night. The atmosphere in the room was somewhat heavy. Ambiguous breath circulating in the space. I panicked and randomly opened a topic. Were you also a Stanford student? Junior year I had a car accident. Since then every year at this time, I come here for a while. To recuperate. Seeing my awkwardness, Emma Shen unconsciously said a few more words. To ease my discomfort. Car accident? I thought to myself. No wonder she looks like a sickly beauty. Emma Shen was very happy. I didn't remember her, but she for so many years always kept me in her heart. Until I fell in love. Loved until I got married. Only then did she stop caring about everything about me. I returned to my lodging. Emma Shen immediately called her assistant, telling them to investigate right away. Why I came to Lijiang alone. Back at the small courtyard, Emma Shen couldn't sleep for long. She wasn't like today, so calm in front of me. She even desperately needed to control her heart, not to let it beat too fast. To avoid scaring me. The phone rang with a ting. A message from the assistant. Looking at the message on the phone, Emma Shen couldn't help but smile. Hearing about Sarah Lynn's birthday party a few days ago. Nathan Song's close friend publicly announced. Sarah Lynn and I divorced. Then confessed to Sarah Lynn. What exactly happened would have to wait until tomorrow. To know more. Divorced, her chance has come. Haven't dreamed in a long time, but today I dreamed. Dreamed of college before meeting Sarah Lynn. I wasn't like now. Once at the cafeteria getting food, lost my card. Phone was also dead, standing there awkwardly. A beautiful hand took out a card. Swiped it for me. Slender, soft, fair fingers. The type one liked. I was somewhat mesmerized by that hand. Seeing such a beautiful hand, I was stunned. When I came to and turned to thank them, only saw their departing figure. Then I woke up, thinking of last night. Emma Shen handing me a towel, her hand was also beautiful. Startled to realize I was thinking about the woman I just met yesterday. I blushed a bit, trying to push away the jumbled thoughts in my head and went outside. I deceived myself, patting my face, pushing open the door and stepping out, looking at the clear blue sky, smelling the faint fragrance of flowers in the air. Today was another beautiful sunny day. On the not yet busy street, I only felt peace in my heart. What a coincidence. Seeing Emma Shen coming over to greet me made me blush slightly. Just thinking about her this morning. People really can't stand being reminded. What a coincidence, you're also strolling. After speaking, I realized I asked a stupid question. Wanted to take it back, but it was too late. Could only smile awkwardly, watching me say a few words then leave. Emma Shen was a bit disappointed. But by the 10th time, seeing Emma Shen walking toward me, I found it somewhat amusing. 3, 2, 1. What a coincidence. Following my mental countdown, Emma Shen's "what a coincidence" arrived right on time. Not a coincidence. This is already the 10th time we've met today. Emma Shen stood there awkwardly. How about we walk together? Looking at Emma Shen's somewhat silly appearance, I only found it cute. Taking the opportunity to invite her. Also resolving Emma Shen's awkwardness. Okay, Emma Shen achieved her goal. Mentally applauding herself. Indeed, staying up late last night researching strategies wasn't wasted. Her little scheme was seen through immediately. As long as she overcame the embarrassment. Black cat or white cat. As long as it catches the heartthrob, it's a good cat. With Emma Shen's company, the day was very pleasant. Making up for these past days. Unable to take photos, such a pity. While Emma Shen played photographer all day. Also very satisfied. Being with the boy she'd secretly loved for years, being a photographer all day was fine. On this side, Sarah Lynn after many days of continuous overtime. Arranged all the company matters. Specially set aside a month's time to travel with Nathan Song. Hearing the news, Nathan Song was very happy. Invited Sarah Lynn home for dinner. Finally remembered her in my home. Sarah Lynn went home to pack. Seeing the gift in the living room still unopened. Finally opened it, but seeing what was inside, Sarah Lynn's face was full of displeasure. The divorce agreement and divorce certificate. What a wonderful birthday gift. Throwing the things aside, going to the bedroom to pack clothes. Sarah Lynn discovered in the room. My belongings had completely disappeared. The wardrobe half empty. The photo by the bed also gone. Even the toiletries in the bathroom. Nowhere to be seen. He's really something. Just because I spent a bit more time with Nathan. He easily left me like this. His previous expressions of love. Love that couldn't be given up. Was it all pretend? Or was he really as fake as Nathan said? Is his love so shallow? For some reason. Originally Sarah Lynn was very angry. When confirming, I left with no intention of returning. A strange feeling passed through her heart, somewhat suffocating. I've always loved Nathan. Lucas was just a backup choice. Sarah Lynn kept telling herself. Suppressing that strange feeling. Sarah Lynn's gloomy mood led to drinking quite a bit at dinner. Under Nathan Song's gentle urging, she indulged in passion with him. Looking at Nathan Song holding her in drunken sleep. Though completely having her youthful white moonlight. Her heart always felt somewhat empty. My figure kept appearing in her mind. The next day Nathan Song got plane tickets to Yunnan. Casually asking, Sarah, why did you think to go to Yunnan first? Sarah Lynn looked at the plane ticket to Yunnan in her hand. Couldn't stop thinking about how I always mentioned wanting to travel to Yunnan. She seemed to have never agreed even once. Married so long. They never even had a honeymoon. When planning to invite Nathan Song to travel, somehow ended up buying tickets to Yunnan. Watching Sarah Lynn beside him staring at the ticket, Nathan Song gently nudged Sarah Lynn's arm with his elbow. What's wrong? Been distracted lately, or lost in thought? Sarah Lynn came back to look at Nathan Song beside her. Smiled and said, nothing. Just thinking about the itinerary for showing you around. Whether I missed anything. Though answering Nathan Song, but unconsciously comparing him with me. On a beautiful sunny day, Sarah Lynn and Nathan Song set foot in Yunnan. This land full of dreams and mystery. Wooden paths on all sides still holding morning dew. At this moment, my sweater was in Emma Shen's hands. She was bending down adjusting my collar. Behind suddenly came the sound of breaking glass. The familiar pine scent, mixed with spilled plum wine rushing over. Sarah Lynn's left hand still holding Nathan Song's arm. Hearing the sound I turned around. And saw Sarah Lynn and Nathan Song intimately strolling together. The wounds that had faded. Suddenly, clear as if they happened yesterday. I stared at her ring finger. Brand new platinum couple's rings. Suddenly remembered during our years of marriage. Sarah Lynn never even wore a wedding ring. Turns out she didn't dislike wearing rings. She just didn't want to wear one with me. She also never had no time to travel. She had no time to travel with me. Suppressing the urge to flee. Trying hard to pretend nothing happened and talk to the two people opposite. At this moment Emma Shen's hand held mine. This action made Sarah Lynn's pupils contract. 1 month no see. You've learned to find lovers in ancient towns. She deliberately led Nathan Song to us. Meeting old friends without greeting? Sarah Lynn deliberately used the word, lover, to insult Emma Shen, and to belittle me. I don't think the word lover is appropriate. Emma Shen suddenly leaned over, her fingertips brushing the red string on my wrist. But last night he untied 18 sachets. To weave this peace knot. We're divorced anyway, right? Emma Shen saw Sarah Lynn and instantly remembered the information her assistant sent. Every detail made her angry. Normal people. Who would abandon their husband? Letting their husband risk danger to find their first love? She had no right to interfere before. But now divorced. What cold face is Sarah Lynn showing? I looked up at the couple before me. Looking very affectionate. The woman who once said strolling was tiring. Now with Nathan Song. Willingly strolling with him. I didn't know about the divorce, doesn't count. Sarah Lynn hearing another woman mention her being divorced, somewhat angry and ashamed. So quickly found a second lover? Not going to introduce? Nathan Song was silent for a long time, looking at the woman beside me whose temperament matched Sarah Lynn's. Somewhat uncomfortable. Just a loser. Why, are we that familiar? Calming my emotions. I didn't want to talk too much with these two hateful people. Talk too much. The divorce is written clearly in black and white. The Civil Affairs Bureau seal is stamped. It's not up to you to say it doesn't count. Use your brain. Having thought it through, I wasn't planning to continue swallowing insults. Haven't I suffered enough humiliation from her? Divorced and still have to hear her bark. Good mood completely ruined. How unlucky. Hearing me speak so rudely. Sarah Lynn froze in place. How did you become like this? Unreasonable and vulgar. A few days ago Nathan told me. I didn't quite believe it. Seeing you like this now. Indeed, you must have bullied Nathan quite a bit before. I bullied him? I found it laughable. And actually laughed. How ridiculous. Nathan Song, I bullied you. Nathan Song was embarrassed by my question, yet afraid of direct confrontation. After all, he'd been making things up. Sarah, let's go. Lucas doesn't welcome us, this girl. Lucas has a bad temper. Please be more tolerant of him. Please. Nathan Song led away, still not forgetting to upset me. Smearing me. In front of me and Emma Shen. Pretending to be victimized. Still worrying about a friend. Nathan, you're too kind. Sarah Lynn hearing Nathan Song. Still explaining for me now. Looking at Nathan Song's grievance. Her heart felt some pity. Emma Shen didn't bother with Nathan Song. Said to me, let's go. I knew Emma Shen was helping me. Nathan Song was jumping with anger. Always aggressive in front of me before. When had he ever lost face like this? Sarah Lynn looked at us too. Our departing figures meaningful. Expression unpleasant, saying nothing. Naturally didn't notice. The vicious look flashing in Nathan Song's eyes. Away from the hateful people. I quickly let go of Emma Shen's hand. Thank you just now, I said somewhat unnaturally. Seeing my reaction, Emma Shen was a bit disappointed. Still need to work harder. Of course. Meeting Sarah Lynn, Emma Shen suddenly didn't want to continue the slow boiling approach. She wanted to give herself a legitimate status. To stand beside me, be with me. Not stupid. The time we've spent together. I can clearly feel Emma Shen's feelings for me. After all, no one is good to others for no reason. I originally planned to refuse directly. But she always joked around. Never said it directly. But through our time together, I could no longer like before. Refuse bluntly. It's not that I have no feelings for her. But it's too fast. I want to take it slow. That's why I let Emma Shen step by step enter my life. I'm not ready yet, so I deliberately cut her off. Shall we go eat? Been walking so long I'm hungry. Facing my deliberate interruption, Emma Shen felt somewhat sad. But she wasn't the dragging type. Having decided to speak, she'd see it through. Moreover, she'd already missed me for years. Now she didn't want to continue. She wanted to be with me. I love you, I heard Emma Shen's confession. Standing there silent for a long time. Seeing me silent, Emma Shen continued. I've loved you since first sight at the freshman talent show. Originally planned to approach you, but was taking over the family company then. Too busy, by the time I finished. I found someone already by your side. I thought college love wouldn't last. So I kept waiting for you two to break up. But you accepted her proposal. The passionate love in your eyes made me step back. I thought, forget it, as long as you're happy. So after you married, I stopped caring about your life. But this time, you appeared in my world yourself. When I knew you divorced, I was so happy. That's why I've been clinging to you lately. Pretending not to understand your rejection. Always by your side. I originally thought just being near you, even as just a friend, having me in your eyes would be enough. But people are always greedy. Now I want more. I don't want to just be a friend. By your side. I want a status. A status to be with you. I love you. I love you. Emma Shen wasn't telling the truth. She never planned to just be a friend by my side. Even when I married, she didn't let go. but early on plotted our divorce. If not for the car accident, her health recently recovering, she would have separated us long ago. Now Nathan's song appearing causing our divorce. This was heaven helping her. She knew her current behavior was opportunistic. But so what? The long silence made her somewhat uneasy. If he doesn't agree, then lock him up. So he only sees me. Emma Shen thought darkly. I didn't know you liked me. So early. I was somewhat shocked by Emma Shen's words. Also somewhat touched. When I was pursuing Sarah Lynn, there was also someone like this. Watching me from behind. I admit I like you a bit. But I just went through a failed marriage. A bit afraid of entering a new relationship. You understand what I mean? Hearing me say I liked her, Emma Shen was overjoyed in her heart. As long as he likes me, there's a way to turn a little like into a lot of like. It's okay, you just need to like me a little. Stand still, don't dodge. Wait for me to approach. My phone suddenly vibrated, showing many missed calls from strangers. I raised my hand to press the power off button, realizing Emma was at my place. Not important, Sarah Lynn. Felt very uncomfortable inside. This discomfort lasted until their lodging. Lying in bed, still thinking about this afternoon's encounter with me. Different from when with Emma Shen. There were many differences, though not wanting to admit it. But I had become better. But, indeed better when with her. Looking truly dazzling, attracting attention. Thinking of this afternoon. Calling over 10 times. Not one went through. Couldn't help feeling irritated. I circled Sarah Lynn's heart all night. Even when with Nathan's song. Thinking about me and the woman beside me. Nathan's song also thought about the woman beside me. Her whole temperament not like ordinary people. Even better than Sarah Lynn. Why does someone I defeated now have someone better than mine? Both thinking about others. So neither noticed the other's perfunctoriness. On this side, hearts connected. The atmosphere between two people full of pink bubbles. Back at the lodging, I remembered. I hadn't told Emma Shen about my divorce. How did she know? Thinking I should tell the other person, rather than wildly guessing alone. I directly called Emma Shen. Lucas, what's wrong? Receiving the call, Emma Shen was very happy. I didn't tell you about the divorce. How did you know? I asked directly without beating around the bush. Thinking she'd fooled Emma Shen felt guilty. Lucas, wait for me, I'm coming to find you. While waiting I wasn't idle, but tidied the room simply. After all, we just got together. Image still matters. I didn't wait long before hearing a knock at the door. Opening the door for Emma Shen, waiting for her explanation. I'm sorry, Lucas. The first day I met you, seeing you here alone, I was worried about you. So I asked around, then heard people say you were divorced. Please don't be angry. Emma Shen looked at me pitifully, playing coy with me. This was something she just learned online, hoping it would work. I'm not blaming you. Just suddenly realized you also knew I just divorced. Looking at her fake pitiful expression. I wasn't angry to begin with. Found her even cuter now. I know you just divorced. I'm taking advantage of the opportunity. But I like you too much. Knowing what I wanted to say, Emma Shen quickly interrupted. She didn't like seeing me self-deprecating. To her, I was the best. In my world of love I have nothing. And know nothing. Though in your love story, I'm not the first guest. But you're my only one. You're the most important person in my life. However you live your life, I'll live it with you. Wherever you go, I want to be by your side. Even if you tell me yourself you don't love me anymore. You don't need me anymore. Still can't separate us. Once again hearing Emma Shen's confession. Again shocked by the feelings she had for me. It's very hard for anyone to stay calm facing such sincere feelings. To remain composed. Therefore, I didn't mind her curiosity about me, but gently hugged her to let her know my feelings. Those long sleepless nights, the sheep jumping in my memories, suddenly all turned into your shape. The next day, Emma Shen woke from her dreams, remembering yesterday expressing feelings with me, face full of smiles, eagerly getting up wanting to see me. When opening the door, found me standing right at her door, holding a bouquet of gardenias. The meaning of gardenias is eternal love and lifelong waiting. Opening the door to the fragrance of gardenias hitting her face. No matter how brilliantly the flowers bloomed. In Emma Shen's eyes, they couldn't compare to the smile on my face. Emma, I thought all last night. This morning, I can't delay any longer. Must quickly respond to your passionate love. But having decided to be with you, I'll put my whole heart and soul on you, trying to let you feel equal love. Hope in the days to come, we can hold hands for life. I prepared for half the day. Seeing Emma Shen open the door, said everything in one breath. What I'd been thinking all morning. Said it all. Waiting for her response. Waited half a day without hearing Emma Shen reply. Looking up at Emma Shen. Found her eyes red as if about to cry. I was a bit anxious, wanting to comfort Emma Shen, but suddenly at a loss for words. Emma Shen didn't wait for me to think of what to say. Already hugged my waist tightly. Voice choked. Thank you. What should I do now? I feel I like you even more than yesterday. Emma Shen saw me holding flowers early in the morning. Standing before her. Felt unreal. Only when she held me tight did the unreality in her heart lessen a bit. I ended my journey. Decided to stay with Emma Shen to recuperate. When we returned to the capital, it was already winter. Beijing's snow fell thick. This ancient prosperous city already exuded cold before the snow fell. The sky like covered by a huge gray curtain. Slowly obscured. Gloomy, oppressive and silent. Roadside trees trembling in the cold wind. Bare branches. Even more desolate under the dark sky. Occasionally a few withered leaves swept up by wind. Weakly spinning a few times in the air. Then slowly falling down. Just out of the airport. I was already covered in goosebumps. From the cold northern wind. Fortunately only a short walk from the plane. Before encountering wind and snow. I actually quite like snow. Growing up in the south. Still remember my first year in Beijing for college. Seeing that big snowfall, my heart so excited. The whole world like someone pressed the mute button. Only the rustling sound of falling snow. Snowflakes of all shapes. Interweaving. In the air. Forming a dreamlike white curtain. Falling to the ground. Laying a thick white carpet for the earth. Falling on trees. Draping branches in glittering silver. Like jade trees. Falling on rooftops. Making ancient architecture more solemn. As if traveling back to ancient times. Pedestrians all wrapped tight in down coats. Hurried footsteps. As if all avoiding the cold the snow brings. After meeting us, Sarah Lynn's life and Nathan's songs had changed. Sarah Lynn no longer like before. Indulging Nathan's song. Since that time at the party. Nathan's song whining for her to coax him. She unconsciously said, "Can you stop being unreasonable? Why can't you be sensible like Lucas?" After that, as if opening some strange switch, Nathan's song now annoyed her in all kinds of ways. Always unconsciously comparing him with me. When she went on business trips, I would prepare for her daily necessities for the trip. And some snacks, always caring if she was tired. While Nathan's song didn't help her pack anything. Always made her bring piles of designer shoes. Completely treating her like a personal shopper. And Nathan's song, since discovering Sarah Lynn wasn't like before with him. Couldn't maintain his arrogant attitude. Always comparing with how she used to be. Thinking she didn't love him, taking him for granted. The conflicts between them deepened. At this time Summer Hayes started clinging to Nathan's song again. Summer Hayes just filled the void for Nathan's song. The care and excitement he couldn't get from Sarah Lynn. But she couldn't give Nathan's song the wealthy life he wanted. So they could only meet secretly often. Sneaking around. Sarah Lynn's attention shifted from Nathan's song. Also didn't notice his abnormality. Just felt recently he made less fuss with her. Even thought he was finally better behaved. And after knowing I was back, her mind was even less on Nathan's song. Nathan's song, knowing I was back, immediately thought of being humiliated by me in Lijiang. Moreover, Sarah Lynn kept comparing him with me. Clearly his lapdog now treating him like this. Now that I'm back he must make me pay. So he casually mentioned to the college class president. Recently wanting to gather with classmates. Missing everyone so much. The class president spontaneously organized a reunion. I originally didn't want to attend this gathering. Didn't want any interaction with Nathan's song at all. But the class president kept persuading me to attend. I couldn't refuse, so I came. When arriving at the gathering, almost everyone was there, no sign of Nathan Song. I was about to sit with close friends. The class president saw me. Asked, "Heard you divorced Sarah Lynn? Real or fake?" The lively room suddenly fell silent. I don't see what's wrong with my divorce. I'll take this opportunity to announce. To avoid future trouble, why would you let go of someone as excellent as Sarah Lynn? Incompatible feelings. I don't want to discuss this issue. Explaining too much. Heard Sarah Lynn is with Nathan Song. Is it because of Nathan Song? Someone hearing gossip whispered, "How could that be? If Nathan Song agreed to be with Sarah Lynn, what does that have to do with me?" The class president then left, changed the subject to Sarah Lynn missing Nathan Song. Commonly, everyone could see how good Sarah Lynn was to Nathan Song. I couldn't compare at all. If not for Nathan Song matchmaking, how would I have had a chance to marry Sarah Lynn? Speaking of it, I should thank Nathan Song. Everyone mentioned again Sarah Lynn's indulgence of Nathan Song. Completely not seeing what's wrong with a married woman doing these things with a close friend. Also completely disregarding my face as the ex-husband. All saying where I couldn't compare to Nathan Song. They ignored how hurtful these words were to me. The few who felt it inappropriate were drowned in everyone's discussion. Seeing my unpleasant expression, quietly reminded, "Don't say any more." The class president, seeing my unpleasant expression, laughed. "Lucas, you're not angry, right? We're not talking nonsense. It's all true. Don't be so angry." A class reunion turned into a roast session of me. If I couldn't see the purpose of this gathering, then I'd be a fool. About to stand and leave, but Nathan Song coming in from outside interrupted. Nathan Song smiled, greeting everyone. "Sorry everyone. I'm late. We were just talking about you three and Lucas. Finally you're here. I was afraid you'd blame me for not coming." "Why would I blame you?" The class president cooperated with him. "Isn't it all because of Sarah? After I returned, she and I were like before. Lucas got jealous and had to divorce. And pushed all the divorce reasons on me. She feels very guilty toward me. But Sarah loves me, not him. This can't be helped. Being together married for years. Never getting Sarah Lynn's love. He's so pitiful." The room filled with everyone's whispers. "If this is your purpose, then I can only say sorry. Now to me, Sarah Lynn is just an ex. A fairly familiar stranger." "I really think so. I just want to reconcile with you." I looked at the familiar group of classmates. Felt a wave of unfamiliarity. So easily manipulated? Not explaining much. Standing up to leave, I went to the restaurant entrance waiting for Emma Shen. I was chased outside by Nathan Song. "I'll make you rot in your friend circle," whispering close to my ear. I looked at him sarcastically. "You think too highly of yourself as the main character." And at this moment Emma Shen coming to pick me up finally arrived. Seems the Shen group has been too idle lately. From now on I don't want to see these people in any Shen industries. Emma Shen didn't wait for these people to react. Already led me away. Seeing me led away by someone with such presence, and seeing security guards surrounding, all knew they'd provoked someone they shouldn't, and already affected their own interests. Among them were many employees under Shen Corporation. Very quickly received employment termination emails from the company. Angrily jumping, wanting to curse Nathan Song. But seeing Sarah Lynn protecting beside him, also an existence not to be provoked, could only accept bad luck. Really immortals fighting, little ghosts suffering. And other classmates, working with Shen Corporation partners. Hearing about this, fearing involvement, also got directly fired. After everyone left. At home all discussing on social media. Today Nathan Song shot himself in the foot. His reputation basically ruined. Originally last time Sarah Lynn's divorce. His confession drew criticism. But Sarah Lynn chased after him herself. Many defended him as completely justified, so disaster didn't strike. This time completely reversed. Posted on Twitter by someone anonymous. Causing a small wave of discussion. When walls fall, everyone pushes. This time no one stood by him. All cursing him. Takes two to tango. Just being a homewrecker. Seeing these messages, Nathan Song angrily trashed his room. while Sarah Lynn also had a massive headache. Company partners, before contracts expired, all started withholding payments and stalling. Asked if they'd offended someone they shouldn't. Those due for renewal, all turned to cooperate with competitors. Sarah Lynn so busy she stayed at the company. Nathan Song unable to reach Sarah Lynn. Summer Hayes constantly showing concern for him. Already quite irritated, Nathan Song being coaxed by Summer Hayes. The two had relations under alcohol's influence. After relations, Nathan Song thought, though during this time, Sarah Lynn had been negligent with him. At most just too busy. And temporarily not used to me leaving. Still the person who tolerated him in every way. So even more casual with Summer Hayes. Often going to movies and traveling together. Even bringing Summer Hayes home to eat and stay. All payments on Sarah Lynn's supplementary card. Sarah Lynn busy at the company with headaches. Looking at her phone. Constant payment notifications from the supplementary card. Feeling extremely irritated. Nathan Song not caring about her was one thing. Now the company has problems. He still acts unrestrained. So despite being extremely busy, Sarah Lynn still made time to go to Nathan Song's place. Opening the door to see clothes scattered everywhere. And sounds of intercourse from the bedroom. Sarah Lynn somewhat couldn't believe it. Walking to the bedroom, pushing open the door to see Nathan Song and Summer Hayes. Naked, still continuing their movements. Seeing Sarah Lynn return, Nathan Song panicked, looking for covers. The tense situation also affected the other. Accidentally, his lower body got stuck inside Summer Hayes. Couldn't get out. Seeing this scene, Sarah Lynn directly fainted from rage. 2 ambulances came. One carrying Sarah Lynn, the other pulling Nathan Song and Summer Hayes. In the ambulance, the two still couldn't put on clothes. Could only have medical staff wrap them in blankets. Getting caught cheating was common. But getting caught and stuck together, the two couldn't separate, was rare. Everyone's eyes couldn't help sticking to them. Some curious people filmed them. Posted online. Just posted online and went viral. Netizens all became meme saints. Some who knew them, educated melon eating masses online. Even the story previously only circulating in small circles about childhood friends. Without boundaries. Being a homewrecker also got exposed. And video from Sarah Lynn's previous birthday party. All got released. Turns out the stuck male lead was the one who previously stole his roommate's wife. Now cheating with a lover caught in bed by his new wife. For a moment didn't know whether to laugh at his karma or complain. Social media continued buzzing with discussion. The 3 in the hospital temporarily didn't know. Sarah Lynn woke up and directly froze Nathan Song's supplementary card. Stopped all support for the Song family. Made him move out from the large apartment she rented for him. Move out. These matters all arranged by assistants. Didn't want to meet in person. The Song family, due to Father Song's wrong decisions, could no longer maintain their previous luxurious life. That's why Nathan Song returned from abroad. To drive me away from Sarah Lynn's side. To hold tight to Sarah Lynn. Now Sarah Lynn wants to abandon him. The Song family, losing Sarah Lynn's help, basically could declare bankruptcy. Seeing Nathan Song kicked out. Living in a small house. Summer Hayes also directly left. She originally didn't want to give up the money tree. Now the money tree produces no money. Why keep it? Nathan Song left with nothing. Could only think of every way to cling to Sarah Lynn. But every attempt to approach Sarah Lynn was blocked by security. Sarah Lynn had an even harder time during this period. The Shen Corporation began full-scale attack on Sarah Lynn's company. Sarah Lynn, just a newcomer in the industry, completely couldn't withstand pressure from the established family. Plus anger from Nathan Song's betrayal made Sarah Lynn in impulse make several wrong decisions, making the already struggling corporation even more critical. Completely no chance to turn around. Knowing bankruptcy was certain, irreversible. Sarah Lynn recently, her body from emergency care couldn't hold up anymore. Directly coughed up blood in the office. Again sent to emergency care. When she came out of emergency, the corporation had declared bankruptcy. Undergoing bankruptcy liquidation. Bank cards under her name Houses and cars all frozen. With nowhere to go, Sarah Lynn thought of me again. I was so good to her before. But she didn't cherish it. Nathan Song beckoned. She rushed over like a dog, leading to all this happening, with nowhere to vent anger. Sarah Lynn didn't want to admit. Everything was because of her indecisiveness. Chose to dump everything on Nathan Song. Actively seeking Nathan Song to settle scores. And Nathan Song, cornered by Sarah Lynn into a dead end, turned to find previous friends. Fish in the pond. Only contacted a few small fish who knew nothing. Borrowed a little money. Basically couldn't maintain his previous lifestyle. Seeing Sarah Lynn come looking for him, he thought he could return to the past. But Sarah Lynn sought him out to blame him for the bankruptcy. The two began fighting like dogs. You're trash yourself and blame me? Did I tell you to fawn over me? Weren't you always holding on to Lucas? Constantly sending me signals that you were interested in me? If not for you, he wouldn't have broken up. I beckoned and you came. How is this only my fault? You're the one who wronged me. You're the one who hurt me. Everything is your problem. Who else to blame but you? Nathan Song, you caused all this. Don't you have any regrets? Watching Nathan Song's mouth moving non-stop, Sarah Lynn asked a question she found very laughable. Regrets? Why should I have regrets? Sarah Lynn, you and I have been close friends since childhood. Don't you know what kind of person I am? You believed everything I said. Don't you know how many lies I told? My words just spoke your inner thoughts, using my mouth to say them, then pretending it was for me. From beginning to end, weren't you doing it for yourself? Sarah Lynn was left speechless by Nathan Song's questions. Turned and left. Her heart completely collapsed. But she still wanted to see me once. To apologize to me. Sarah Lynn came looking for me, but was completely isolated from my life. By Emma Shen's arranged security. The boomerang thrown before now hitting right between the eyes. Finally, when security was lax, she found a chance to sneak into the parking garage. When I appeared, blocking in front of me, I looked at the person blocking me, looking closely for a long time before recognizing it was Sarah Lynn. Seeing Sarah Lynn haggard unlike before, my heart had no ripples. I frowned looking at the visitor. What are you here for? Seeing me truly unmoved facing her, Sarah Lynn's heart transmitted pain. Sad emotions drowning her. Eyes red, voice slightly choked. I came to apologize to you. When we were together, I was negligent, made you suffer many grievances. Every time I lied about going on business trips, I felt guilty toward you. So I had my assistant send you all kinds of gifts. Thought these things could compensate for my neglect. I chased after Nathan Song. Never looked back at you. The passionate love in your eyes. I wronged you. If possible, let me make it up to you. Will you come back to me? I'll use all my heart to love you. I'll work hard to rise again. I'll only love you. Watching Sarah Lynn deeply regretting and confessing before me, I only felt nauseous. If not for her current downfall, Nathan Song betraying her losing everything, she wouldn't be like this. She just wants someone to love her unconditionally, yet basically won't return equal love. Did she love Nathan Song before? She did, but more was obsession. An obsession with what she couldn't have. So later when she was with Nathan Song, after just a short time, she started missing me. Just that she had me and didn't cherish anymore. This obsession was no longer precious. Understanding all this, the last stone finally set down. They thought I had no boundaries. Didn't understand precious sincerity. I don't need to wear myself down. You really are a rotten person. Completely. After speaking, I drove away. And hearing the security report everything, Emma Shen smiled, spinning the pen in her hand. She knew her awaited opportunity had come. Sarah Lynn thought security was lax. Actually, it was her arrangement. I needed to see Sarah Lynn one last time. To completely let go of the past. Sarah Lynn and Nathan Song's current results all arranged by her hand. She really didn't want them. Flying around like flies before me. Not affecting anything but very annoying. Nathan Song recently following some underworld boss. Planning to hire people to vandalize Lucas's car. What an annoying fly. Contact their boss, haven't met in a while. Have dinner together, ask if his area needs people. Sarah Lynn's last value is also gone. Deal with her too. Emma, I'm here to pick you up from work. Hearing my voice, Emma Shen signaled her assistant to leave. Standing up to greet me, hugging Lucas. Feeling the whole day's work fatigue disappear. Really want to tie you to me. See you every second of every minute. So busy every day. How long since we dated? Hearing Emma Shen's complaint full of resentment, I was a bit embarrassed. I also knew recently. Busy with the newly opened workshop. Somewhat neglecting Emma Shen. Aren't I here to pick you up from work? No work talk today, staying with you. Fine then, I'll forgive you. Tomorrow's the weekend, come with me to meet my family. They all really want to meet you. I'm not ready yet. Don't worry, they just want to meet you once. After all, I've been alone for so many years. The whole family thought I'd be lonely for life. Seeing I have a boyfriend. They're all curious about you. Hearing Emma Shen's comfort, the panic in my heart lessened a lot. All right, after dinner, I'll shop with you for gifts. To give your family tomorrow. The next day, I got ready, following Emma Shen to the Shen family's old residence. Watching the car getting closer to the estate, I couldn't help being nervous. Though married before, but the mood was completely different now. Emma, I'm divorced. What if they don't like me? Don't worry, I've told them about your situation. They all feel bad you met the wrong person. My family are all approachable. You don't need to worry. Hearing Emma Shen's comfort, my heart gradually calmed down. Arriving at the Shen house, just getting out of the car, saw at the door two elegantly dressed middle-aged people standing, each with gentle smiles looking at me. I exhaled nervously. Emma Shen noticed my nervousness, gently held my hand. Mom and Dad, this is Lucas. These are my parents. Hello uncle, hello auntie. I didn't know what everyone likes. These are gifts I prepared for everyone. Hope everyone likes them. Lucas, auntie often hears Emma mention you. Very good. No need to bring gifts. Grandpa and grandma are waiting in the living room. They also wanted to come out, but being elderly, I didn't let them. Don't mind. Mother Shen smiled, speaking to me. Mom and Dad, this is Lucas, the boyfriend Emma often mentions. The two elderly also warmly welcomed my arrival. I spent a pleasant afternoon with the Shen family. When I left, Mother Shen gave me a bag of gifts, saying this was the family's gesture. Elders' gifts can't be refused. So I didn't decline and accepted. On the way back, Emma Shen and I sat in back opening the gift bag. Saw an antique box inside. Opening it to see a very fine jade pendant. Isn't this too precious? Looking at the jade pendant's quality, I knew it definitely wasn't cheap. This is our Shen family heirloom. I told you, my family really likes you. But you can't accept it yet. Saying this, about to put away the jade pendant to give Emma Shen. Sooner or later it's yours. Don't you want to give me status? Emma Shen stopped my action. Look what else there is. I didn't refuse anymore, continuing to look at other things. A black card. A transfer contract for a downtown office building. Looking at each increasingly precious gift, I felt happy. The Shen family really liked me. Not surface politeness. I'm very happy. On a very ordinary night, Emma Shen led me into a luxurious restaurant. And unique. The restaurant's lights soft and warm, like countless stars scattered in every corner. Exquisite art paintings hanging on walls. Classical music melodiously permeating the air, adding elegance and tranquility to the space. The dining table set with exquisite utensils. White tablecloth even more sacred under the lights. A bouquet of dewy red roses in the center, emitting gentle fragrance. Crystal chandeliers around sparkling with brilliant light, illuminating every guest in the restaurant, as if in a dreamlike world. We sat down. Servers brought delicious dishes in succession. Emma Shen gently serving me food, while affectionately chatting with me. Remembering every little moment since we met. Those beautiful moments like a movie, appearing one by one in our minds. When I was immersed in sweet memories. The restaurant's music suddenly changed to my favorite love song. Then the restaurant lights gradually dimmed. A gentle beam of light shone on Emma Shen. Emma Shen slowly stood up, coming before me. Emma Shen looked deeply into my eyes. Said, Lucas, from the moment we met, I knew you were my man for this lifetime. The person I wanted to find. Everything about you deeply attracts me. Every day by your side, I feel incredibly happy and satisfied. I want to go through with you every stage of life, share life's joys and sorrows. Will you marry me? Let me rely on you for life? At this moment, other guests in the restaurant all stopped what they were doing, looking at this couple. Some guests even applauded, sending blessings to us. I nodded repeatedly. I will. Emma Shen emotionally hugged me tight, nestling in my arms, saying softly, I love you. Forever unchanging. Guests around burst into enthusiastic applause and cheers. Witnessing this couple's love, outside the window fireworks bloomed, our faces full of sweet smiles. In everyone's blessings, and under brilliant firework lights, holding each other tight, our love story on this romantic night, writing a perfect ending, while opening a new chapter of our lives. Sweet ending to the story.